This is Larry Brown again. Thanks for listening to me. I just want to kind of demonstrate or show this about this 7 secrets. One of the dynamics of the secrets to broken relationships is when love gets broken. This process of redemption and repairing these broken relationships. But there's some common threads in the process of and learning how to get this this process going. And one of the things is understanding how it starts. And there's a dynamic, that's simple dynamic that basically is born out of our hurt and how we respond to the hurt. And that's where the broken relationships start. And the solutions is basically learning to how to recognize and to deal with this kind of process of their own lives. And so the easiest way to recognize the process is to be able to see it in other people. We all know that story of the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. The coyote's always got some plans for the Roadrunner and how he's gonna, smash him or whatever. And so every time he starts the process, he starts working it out. He ends up the one getting nailed in the end. So we all look at that and laugh, and it's a big joke. But we see people's lives. A lot of times we go, "Oh, well, that guy had that coming." And it's pretty obvious. So this process of being able to recognize what's going on, we can recognize it going on in other people, but we can't necessarily recognize it in our own life. And so these videos are about trying to help people understand and recognize the situation in their own lives. And so when I got started with this whole process of learning this spiritual law that traps us and gets us caught, a natural law, whatever you want to call it, the creational law, it just happens. It's just something that is designed, and it's designed to actually help us. It's actually designed to help us recognize where our pain and hurt is at. And the problem is we like to ignore pain and hurt. I'm one. I like to ignore as much pain and hurt as I can. But my background is basically with my family and friends, and trying to hold on to relationships and the priority of that. When it's all said and done, it's just about having a relationship and enjoying the people around you, and learning to enjoy the people around you, and learning to be gracious to them, and let them be gracious to you. So anyway, I want to talk first is when I first started learning about this process, I started recognizing in the newspaper, and I started cutting out articles and kind of just to kind of reflect what was going on in these people's lives. First guy I want to talk to is Dave of Wendy's. This is an article about Dave, and it was written in 1995 by a lady named Liz Dupe in the Orange County Register. And basically, this guy Dave, we all seen him on TV and with Wendy's, and he was a good guy. He actually was family oriented and everything else, built a successful business. But when he was younger, he was he started in a young age just working hard, and was kind of known as a doer more than just a talker. But there was some drive. He had abnormal drive. He had a lot more drive than a lot of other people. And this whole process of, a lot of people pick careers based on their hurts and pain. So, and their energy comes out of this hurt and pain. Anyway, so this is one of the statements in his, it says, not bad for a guy whose father once said, "You'll never keep a job, I'll be supporting you for the rest of your life." One of the dynamics about Dave was, he's pro-family, for family, but he missed a lot of things in his children's life and his wife's life because he was working. He just worked really hard. And you can see it was born out of his pain of his dad saying that he'd have to support him for the rest of his life. So this process of career choice, in this case, he built his own business, which was really good, but he had a lot of energy, but he wanted to make sure that he took care of himself. That what his father said was not going to be happening. Anyway, there's another guy here. This is an attorney in the news, and this guy is the king of class action. The lawyer was most hated by corporate America. Has sued 600 companies over the past 25 years. This is an article written in Orange County Register by Edwin Sanders in 1998. Anyway, this particular guy was driven to in his business to fight corruption in corporate America. He was. This is a quote. It says, "In power and greed that forces people to act this way, it's the opportunity of people to loot their companies that drives this behavior." And so he was against these corporate guys, stealing from those small people and stuff like that. Well, this sounds really commendable, but if you look at his life, and there's a part of the article that says here, it was their father's experience in the stock market that largely shaped Bill's life, our career. His father inherited a significant sum of investment, and it just before the 1929 crash. The inheritance was wiped out, and the margin calls are ate into the nest eggs of his mother and an aunt. His father lost his job and wound up selling shoes in a local department. And then here's a statement that he made. "I saw what happened to my father," he said. "It destroyed him emotionally." And this pain of watching his father, and as well as I think it was an aunt and other people lose in the stock market, he chose a career as a lawyer, and he went after corrupt corporate America, and he won quite a bit of money over the years. But it's all borne out with that's his response to the pain of his father. Struggling financially after being losing his inheritance through that